The first 24 hours of fasting mark the beginning of a powerful internal reset for the human body. During this time, the body starts shifting away from its normal dependence on food for energy and begins using its own stored resources. This transition may feel subtle on the outside, but inside, important biological changes are already taking place. In the early hours after your last meal, your body is still operating in a fed state. Glucose from recently consumed food is used as the primary source of energy, and insulin levels remain elevated to help move sugar from the bloodstream into the cells. As time passes and no new food enters the system, blood sugar levels begin to slowly decline. In response, insulin production drops, which is one of the most important changes that occurs during fasting. Lower insulin levels signal the body that it is time to stop storing energy and start releasing it. Between 12 and 24 hours, the body begins switching from burning glucose to burning stored fat for fuel. This process is known as metabolic switching. Glycogen, the stored form of glucose found in the liver and muscles, becomes depleted. Once these stores are used up, the body turns to fat as an alternative energy source. Fat cells release fatty acids, which are then converted into usable energy. This is the moment when fat burning truly begins, even though visible weight loss may not yet be noticeable. At the same time, the digestive system finally gets a chance to rest. Constant eating keeps the digestive organs working continuously. During fasting, the stomach, intestines, pancreas, and liver experience a temporary break from digestion. This rest period allows the gut to rebalance itself, improves digestive efficiency, and may reduce bloating or discomfort. For many people, this is when they start to feel lighter and less sluggish. Another important change during the first 24 hours is the reduction of inflammation. High insulin levels and frequent eating are linked to chronic low-grade inflammation in the body. As insulin levels fall, inflammatory markers may begin to decrease. This can support better joint health, improve circulation, and a healthier internal environment. Although these effects are not immediately visible, they lay the foundation for long-term health benefits. Mental clarity is another commonly reported effect during this stage. As the body stabilizes blood sugar levels and reduces insulin spikes, the brain receives a more steady supply of energy. This can lead to improved focus, sharper thinking, and reduced brain fog. Some people describe feeling calmer and more mentally alert, while others may experience mild hunger or fatigue as the body adapts. It is important to understand that the first 24 hours of fasting are not about dramatic weight loss or extreme physical change. Instead, this phase is about resetting the system. The body learns to function without constant food intake, hormonal balance begins to improve, and metabolic flexibility increases. These early changes prepare the body for deeper benefits that may occur with longer or consistent fasting routines. In essence, the first day of fasting is the body's transition phase. It marks the shift from external energy dependence to internal energy utilization. While the changes may feel modest, they are essential. Without this initial reset, the deeper benefits of fasting, such as improved metabolism, cellular repair, and long-term health improvements, cannot fully take place. Between 48 and 72 hours of fasting, the human body enters a stage where deeper and more meaningful internal changes begin to occur. By this point, the body has already adjusted to the absence of food and is no longer relying on stored glucose for energy. Instead, it has shifted firmly into a fat-based energy system, allowing several advanced biological processes to activate. At this stage, fat burning becomes significantly more efficient. The liver converts fatty acids into ketones, which serve as a powerful and stable fuel source for the brain and muscles. Unlike glucose, ketones provide steady energy without sharp fluctuations. This explains why many people report improved mental focus, stable energy levels, and reduced mood swings during prolonged fasting. Although physical weakness may appear in some individuals, the body is actively adapting to a new metabolic rhythm. One of the most important processes activated during this period is autophagy. Autophagy is a natural cellular recycling system where the body identifies damaged, old, or dysfunctional cells and breaks them down to reuse their components. This process helps clean out cellular waste, repair tissues, and improve overall cell efficiency. Scientists believe autophagy plays a major role in disease prevention, immune strength, and longevity. During 48-72 hours of fasting, autophagy activity increases significantly, allowing the body to perform deep internal maintenance. This cellular cleanup has a positive effect on metabolism. As damaged cells are removed and healthier cells function more efficiently, the body becomes better at regulating energy use. Insulin sensitivity improves, meaning cells respond more effectively to insulin when food is reintroduced. This can support better blood sugar control and reduce the risk of metabolic disorders over time. The body becomes metabolically flexible, able to switch smoothly between energy sources without stress. Organ health also benefits during this stage. The liver, kidneys, and digestive organs experience reduced workload, giving them time to repair and regenerate. The liver in particular plays a key role in detoxification during fasting, breaking down stored toxins that were previously trapped in fat cells. As fat is burned, these toxins are released and processed, supporting internal cleansing. Meanwhile, the gut lining may begin repairing itself, which can improve digestion and nutrient absorption in the long term. Hunger during this phase often comes in waves rather than remaining constant. This is because hunger hormones such as ghrelin rise and fall in cycles. As the body becomes more fat adapted, these hunger signals weaken and cravings become easier to manage. Many people notice that mental hunger fades, replaced by a sense of calm control. However, this phase still requires discipline, hydration, and awareness of the body's limits. Another important change during this time is hormonal balance. Growth hormone levels increase during extended fasting, supporting muscle preservation and tissue repair. At the same time, inflammation continues to decrease, which may reduce joint pain, swelling, and overall physical stress. These hormonal shifts help protect lean body mass while encouraging fat loss, making fasting more effective and sustainable. It is important to note that fasting for 48-72 hours is not necessary or suitable for everyone. These deeper benefits can also be achieved gradually through repeated shorter fasts. However, this phase demonstrates the body's remarkable ability to heal, adapt, and optimize itself when given time without constant food intake. In summary, the 48-72 hour fasting window represents a turning point where the body moves beyond surface-level changes and begins deep internal transformation. Fat burning becomes efficient, autophagy intensifies, organs repair themselves, and metabolic balance improves. This stage highlights that fasting is not merely about abstaining from food, but about allowing the body to activate its built-in systems for repair, balance, and long-term health. While longer fasts often receive the most attention, the true power of fasting lies not in extreme duration but in consistency. Sustainable, regular fasting habits create lasting results by allowing the body to adapt gradually without excessive stress. This approach makes fasting safer, more effective, and easier to maintain over the long term. Daily fasting routines such as 14 to 18 hours, often called intermittent fasting, fit naturally into many lifestyles. During these fasting windows, the body experiences lower insulin levels for extended periods, encouraging fat burning and metabolic balance. Unlike prolonged fasts, these shorter fasts do not overwhelm the body. Instead, they gently train it to switch between energy sources, improving metabolic flexibility and resilience. Another effective method is the 24-hour fast, practiced once or twice a week. This approach gives the body a deeper reset without pushing it into exhaustion. A single full-day fast allows insulin levels to drop significantly, encourages fat utilization, and activates mild autophagy. When done occasionally, it offers many of the benefits of longer fasts while remaining practical and safe for most people. Over time, consistent fasting improves energy levels rather than reducing them. Many people worry that eating less frequently will cause weakness or fatigue, but the opposite often occurs. As the body becomes efficient at burning fat, energy supply becomes more stable. Blood sugar fluctuations decrease, preventing energy crashes and sudden hunger. This results in improved endurance, mental focus, and overall productivity throughout the day. Weight control is another major benefit of consistent fasting. Rather than relying on calorie counting alone, fasting helps regulate appetite hormones. Ghrelin, the hormone responsible for hunger, becomes more balanced, reducing unnecessary cravings. At the same time, leptin sensitivity improves, allowing the body to better recognize fullness. This hormonal regulation makes it easier to maintain a healthy weight without strict dieting or constant restriction. Blood sugar control also improves significantly with regular fasting. By giving the body repeated breaks from insulin production, cells become more responsive to insulin when food is consumed. This reduces the risk of insulin resistance and supports long-term metabolic health. For many individuals, this leads to better glucose stability and a lower risk of type 2 diabetes when combined with healthy eating habits. Perhaps the most important benefit of consistency is its positive impact on overall health. Regular fasting supports heart health by improving cholesterol balance and reducing inflammation. It allows the digestive system time to rest and repair, which can enhance gut health. Immune function may also improve as the body regularly clears damaged cells and strengthens healthy ones. Aggressive fasting, on the other hand, can lead to burnout, nutrient deficiencies, hormonal imbalances, and mental stress if done incorrectly. Extreme approaches are difficult to maintain and often result in cycles of restriction and overeating. Consistent fasting avoids these risks by working in harmony with the body's natural rhythms rather than against them. The key to successful fasting is patience and personalization. Each body responds differently and results build gradually. The goal is not to push limits, but to establish a routine that can be followed for months or years. When fasting becomes a lifestyle habit rather than a temporary challenge, its benefits multiply. In conclusion, the real secret of fasting is not how long you can go without food, but how consistently you practice healthy fasting patterns. Regular, moderate fasting creates sustainable improvements in energy, weight management, blood sugar control, and overall well-being. When done calmly and consistently, fasting becomes a powerful tool for long-term health rather than a short-term experiment.